take to get over you? I'm gonna need me a wraith to get over you. Why don't I clean up my life? I'ma need me a wraith. So dirty. Rollie or two, yeah, rollie or two. With a couple of my birthday came out.
What's up? We are back with Tendin to... What was it? What is the name of this podcast? Tending to Your Business, the Badass Momcast. We're going with the OG name. I like the OG name. After the last episode and I said it felt good. So we back with the Badass Momcast. I'm your host, Sheena, the Badass Momcaster. And we are here at my favorite place, TMG Studios, with Kion the Don. Was it Kion the Don?
Yondo the Don.
I'm going to get it right. Yondo the Don. And Heck go by New Future Flash, but I like Heck better because he's hectic. Okay. Hector the Hectic. And I'm Sheena, again, for the 1,000th time. If you want to see what we got going on here, make sure you like, subscribe, and share this with your bestie, okay? We want your bestie to watch us too. So, speaking of, I'm getting my shout-outs in early, okay? And I want to shout out to TMG Studios. I really love it here. I have found my little space at home here, and I think it's really cool. I feel famous recording here because Rhapsody records here, and I think that's really dope. I think that's really, really dope. Two of the most amazing women in North Carolina. Shout out to us here at TMG Studios. Y'all ain't doing it big like we doing it big. Y'all don't have to scrap to get in here. Not me. I got first place. Okay. But Best Conversations, y'all have seen me on Best Conversations. They also record here, and that's how I got here. Again, it's my own little favorite place in the world, and we're going to get comfy and settle in for this week's episode. What is Tending to talking about this week? What has happened this week? A lot has happened this week. I feel like just life has been lifing. The big, beautiful bill passed this week, which eradicated Medicaid for a lot of Americans, which is insane. What is y'all boy doing? What is he doing? Other than making a mess out of the church's money, because this ain't what we signed up for. It ain't it. And I didn't sign up for this. Let me clarify that. I did not sign up for any of this shit. This is y'all's doing, not mine. But I'm over it. What do y'all think about your boy in the big, beautiful bill? Leave that in the comments. That's what I really want y'all to leave in the comments this week. Tell me what you think. If you don't talk political or whatever, this stuff impacts you. It impacts your neighbor. It impacts your dog. It impacts your children. It impacts the schools that they go to. So I really want you to kind of stretch those wings. If you don't have anybody else to talk about these kind of things with, drop these in the comments. This kind of noise I want to stir up on this podcast, at least this week. I don't want noise every week because I can't handle it, okay? My little feelings are fragile. Y'all know I'm sensitive over here, okay? What else? I've been doing a veteran series on my Instagram. So make sure if you are a veteran or if you know a veteran, make sure to hit up the veteran series. I talked about compensation and your total and permanent disability, what it looks like to get to 100% disability if that is something that you are trying to go for, the compensation that comes along with it, and some special programs that you can get, like if you've been exposed to Agent Orange or some hearing issues. So make sure to check out that series. You like, share, subscribe over there too. So that is it for the intro. We are moving on to the TV. You like that transition? All right, the TV. So last week we talked about some shows that I really liked, and I'm not talking about shows this week, but it is kind of sort of about TV because the only other thing that I watch more than anything else is the news. I love me the news. I was raised by my grandparents, so I'm always watching the news. The morning news, the afternoon news, the evening news, the night news. I watch all of the newses, especially the local news. Local news. That was a mouthful. Local news, whatever. So the local news, yeah. And I am into weather. Like, weather is my favorite segment on the news. And y'all be giving these meteorologists hell. So I follow all my favorite meteorologists on social media because, again, weather is something I like. I like clouds. I was like this close to being a meteorologist, but when I went in the military, they was like, ain't no women meteorologists. And I end up going into something else. So my heart is still with meteorology. And you know what? I still get money from the government. So there's nothing really stopping me from going back to school for meteorology. I don't know. I don't know why I talk myself into these things in the middle of the podcast like this, but I might look into that. I've also been looking at becoming a teacher, but that's for another episode. But some things I want to remind y'all when y'all watching the weather. One is stop arguing with the weatherman. Why are y'all in the comments telling the weatherman his job? He is not at McDonald's telling you how long the fries need to be on to be perfect. He is not in your workspace telling you how to do your job. Why are y'all telling the weatherman their job? And then also, weather is very relative. Just because something is going on at your house, at your address, in your backyard, doesn't mean it's going on everywhere. And just because it's not going on at your house, doesn't mean that it's not going on somewhere else in the viewing area. You got to remember, these news stations cover hundreds of miles of square footage, okay? Why are you arguing with some weather happening in a whole nother county? Y'all starting to piss me off. I'm really starting to get pissed off about it. I've already done reels and content surrounding y'all shutting the hell up about the weatherman. Okay, just shut up. You're not an expert. They went to college to study the clouds and the things that come out of the clouds. You did not. So zip it.
You shouldn't have told me to put on a hoodie when it was 102 degrees outside.
Ain't nobody told you to put on no hoodie in the damn summertime. That was your own fault.
You say it's gonna snow and then it's freezing. What's up?
I know, that's crazy. That's crazy. You don't start with me. Don't start with me. Next, the difference between a watch and a warning. People be so worked up and don't know the difference between a watch and a warning. A watch is the conditions are favorable for this type of weather event. Like, this might happen. We see this happening and we see that happening. It might happen. So that should be your indicator to be like, let me prepare. Oh, it might flood. Let me get my stuff. We might go out of power. Let me gather my electronics. Let me charge my phone. Let me do those things. It's a watch. We on the lookout for these things. A warning is this shit is going to happen somewhere in the viewing area. It's just a matter of where. We have seen evidence of it happening. A tornado warning, somebody has seen the actual tornado. Or the radar has said, hey, this is a tornado. Technology and people's eyes have been put together to put together a warning. A warning isn't a suggestion. That's not the time to prepare. That's the time to sit the hell down and shut the hell up. You should be somewhere in a closet with a helmet on your head during a tornado warning. You should not be outside looking at the news. You should be somewhere being safe until you get the all clear. Familiarize yourself with the local weather and sirens. Learn the different sirens. Learn when they test that stuff. Listen to what they're saying when they do the weekly broadcast test message. If you can hear those messages, you can hear the different weather alerts that may come out. Have a way to get weather information outside of just watching TV. Because if your power go out, you're going to be stuck. I personally have a weather radio. We went through the tornado season of 2011 out in Joplin, Missouri, and I learned the hard way that you need to have some type of alternative radio opportunity or way to get information outside of things that are electronic. Because if that Wi-Fi goes down, if the power goes down, you SOL. And you don't want to be SOL, especially if you have a family. You're trying to get alerts. You're trying to hear what's going on. Because weather just doesn't normally happen and then stop. It'll keep going. Something else is happening. And while you're without power, you could be, at risk for another weather event. So stay informed, be prepared, and stop arguing with the fucking weatherman. That's all I got to say about TV, child. Y'all got on my damn nerves with the damn weatherman this week. And all the flooding, and they can't control it. I mean, I said I was going on. I said I was moving along. What's the next damn? Hold on, I gotta calm down from the damn weatherman. I be sensitive about my weather. Getting on my damn nerves. Maybe I shouldn't be no weatherman, because I be cussing y'all ass out on TV. Hey, this is your time to sit down and shut the fuck up. Okay, I did. I changed cars and everything. Moving right along to Tendin Talk. Tendin Talk. I feel like Tendin Talk needs a song. Yo, do we got a song?
We can add one.
Ooh, we can add one. We can add a Tendin Talk song. I'm not gonna sing it.
Say Yoda.
I did.
If you out there, hope that you know you can be high class or ghetto. It don't matter to me.
I did. I caught ya. One of them nicknames gonna stick. I asked him what his nickname was. He gave me 10 names. I was barely remember the first one, Kyle. Oh, I don't call you K1 the Don. I don't mess it up already.
Yeah, you just messed it up again.
Yondo the
K1.
Don.
She said K1 to Don.
Yondo the Don.
Yondo.
Yeah.
Yondo. I gotta spell it. How you spell it?
YANDO.
Okay, Yondo the Don. And Hector the Hectic. That's it. I'm gonna get it. I almost want to give myself a nickname, but Tendin 2 is my nickname, so I don't need a nickname. I'm sorry.
10 to 2.
Tendin 2.
Tended.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the name of the podcast. That's just a sign, baby.
Okay.
That's just a sign. That's just a sign. I couldn't part with it. It was in the rest of my home podcast once, so I brought it. It's a part of the podcast. All right, what are we talking about? Things we bring along with us and things we leave behind, such as friends. So this week we're talking about friends. And who is your friend? Who's not your friend? One thing I've learned over the years is everybody's not your friend, and that's okay. Everybody should not be your friend. People have different personalities. They have different life events. They have different things about them that qualify them to be your friend and not qualify you to be their friend. Like, you ain't got to be everybody's friend either. I went through and refinanced my mortgage. So, and that's not what it's called. It's called like reamortization or whatever. I be getting scared, y'all. Any little noise be freaking me out. PTSD. But reamortize your friendships. Take a review of the investments you're putting into the friendships you have. Look at the return that they're giving to you. And if they're mismatched, you don't have to be friends with those people. It's okay for folks to be associates. If you see a person when you go out and, y'all know each other, the only time you see each other when y'all go out, that's not necessarily a friend. That's just an associate. Y'all are two colleagues that like to enjoy the same thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. I go to church. I don't talk to everybody at church. I'm not everybody's friend at church. Yes, we here at church. Yes, we love the Lord. But everybody's not your friend. Everybody's not my friend. And I love that. I love having the mystique of some people. Like, I don't know shit about that person. And I like that. I like not knowing everything about people. And I want to that's like one thing I want to pass along. Like, mind your business. If you really focus on the things that you was doing, if you focus on the things that you're doing and not get so wrapped up in what other people got going on, you're like, the stress in your life will cut out by half. I had to really sit down and think about, I was just way too involved in some of my friends' shit. And I'm stressed out like, oh my God, what are they going to do? I'm in the shower worried. Girl, that ain't your damn business. Go mind your damn business. Like, why? It ain't your business. So you go mind your business. You can focus on the things you focusing on because you focusing on you and not nobody else. And if you get to the point where like, you know what, I want to spend time with another person. I want to hang out. Let's go get something to eat. You can do that. But that don't mean necessarily that your people are your friend. There are tons of people that I've met along the way that I would love to go sit down and eat with, but I would never invite to my home. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all cool, but like, is you cool? Y'all heard that song? That shit has been on my damn timeline. I can't even think of it now that I'm thinking of it. But is you cool, bitch? like, for real, you gotta ask that. And ain't nothing wrong with asking that. You should be able to do that with each friendship you have, with every relationship you have. You should be able to weigh and measure it and weigh and measure your own part in it. And if you're not putting in, if you don't have the time to put into that, then recognize that and say, you know what, I'm going to just completely disconnect this because there's no need in me like bleeding into this thing that is not accepting what I have and it's not giving me nothing back. But for the sake of saving face or lacking communication, like not wanting to have a conversation with that person, I am not big on like ghosting people who think they're your friend. Like, have a conversation like, hey, yo, you know what I'm saying? These are some things I noticed. I'm cool moving along. Here's my expectations. Like, be forward. But they're not going to beat your ass. I mean, and they might, but that's on you. Learn how to fight. But for real, categorize your friends. Like, some people are associates. Like I said, if I want to do certain things, I know who I can call. If I want to vent to somebody, I know who I can call. If this person is my diehard friend, am I including them at my birthday table? That's a different group of people. Some people get real weird about mixing friend groups, and the older I've gotten, the more I agree. Like, some friends shouldn't be mixed together. Like, you're who you are, but there are certain attributes about yourself that different people bring out, and there's nothing wrong with that. Y'all know, again, I'm big on being yourself, but some people are going to understand that and some people are not. So do the things with the people who understand that. Like, I got one friend that I could be just bald-headed ratchet with, shoes off, ass cheeks out, cuss every other second. Like, I got a homegirl that she don't care nothing about that. She gonna love me no matter what. I got another homegirl that I wouldn't bother. I would not. I'm gonna have my shoes on. I'm gonna have my cute fit on because that's how she gonna act. Like, that's her thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to tailor myself necessarily, but I know what side of me can go out with what friend. And then when you mix friend groups, like, I would never put those two together because one gonna be expecting me to be ratchet and the other one's gonna be expecting me to be classy, and I'm just gonna be Sheena, and that's gonna be weird because they not gonna get along. So keep that in mind. I am not a big fan of mixing friend groups. Just like I wouldn't invite people from work to a thing from home. Like, I'm real big on, like, work is work. And that's just it. And then now I ain't got no damn job. It's really on, so I ain't got to be bothered with none of these people. The only time I see other people is like when I visit Jackson's school, and I wouldn't dare invite those people unless they were like Jackson's friend. Now, there are a couple of people who have been to the house because they're Jackson's friends, like birthday parties and stuff like that. So it all just, you really, really, really have to dig down. Just don't be friends with somebody just for the sake of being friends. What are y'all doing? Not to say that everybody have to be excelling. We got to be taking over the world, but y'all got to be doing something. Can't just be sitting around doing nothing. The hell? I don't know if I have anything else to say about friends. That's really what I wanted to say. Know your damn friends. Know which friends to hang with. Don't be mixing friend groups. Like, what you think? What you think about friends? You got like a bestie, or you just got like a group of homeboys?
Yeah, I got like you said, a couple of different groups. Probably like 2 different groups.
Okay.
Of homeboys.
Yeah. Would you mix them together? Would you have them all play basketball together or something?
See, I hang around cool, level-headed people, so they would mix well, but I probably wouldn't mix. I would have to go out my way to do it.
Got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
So probably would.
How about you, Head? You got some crazy friends? I bet you all your friends crazy.
I don't have no friends, man. I got family. Most of the people that I chill with, I've been cool with for like over 15 years.
Okay.
So I don't really like, not saying I don't make new friends, but you
Right.
know, it ain't really like.
I got you. Like, y'all set solid.
Yeah.
Fast and Furious style.
Facts.
I got you.
Yep.
I got you. That's what's up.
Kyle
I miss that.
Ludacris in the mix on the team.
I think I miss that in a friend group, not having like I don't have a bestie from school or people I grew up with. I've been on the other side of it where I picked up closer friends along the way.
But even in that session, you're still right though, because we have, like, most of the people that are around have known each other and they know the other friends, but you could go certain places with certain friends and then certain places with the other friends.
Right.
If they mix, it get bad.
I can go bowling with and I can go to the club with, right?
Right.
Right. I ain't going to the club with people who can't fight. Okay. Okay. We whooping ass if we have to. Just so you know. We whooping ass. I'm on that whoop ass whooping side. Stomp a nigga out, come out on the club, I'm stomping a nigga out. Just so y'all know. But you can't do that with all your friends, right? Because I have some girls that would be disgusted. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never talking to her again. Girl, if you just knew. If you knew the hood bugger I was. That's why I'll go to the club now. I'm too old to be going to jail till Monday. Shit. I got school in the morning. Shit. But yeah, I think that's it about friends. We ain't gonna beat it up. We're just gonna say, like, lock in with your friends, who your friends are, who your associates are, and reassess the time that you're spending with people. Another thing I had to say about, like, were people friends with me or with what I did? Like, I had a friend group that we partied, and it was like any other time, like I was going through divorce, going through death, all kinds of shit. Nothing, didn't hear from none of them. But these people would have been people I've seen every weekend. Every week we hanging out at each other's house. We see each other all the time. And it made me realize, like, no, like we're drinking buddies. Like they're friends with who Sheena is when she drinks and who, you know, when she's having fun out in a place. But that's it. They're not actually Sheena's friends. And that was something I had to really like realize and even hold myself accountable for and be like, okay, this is not something I want to do no more, especially when I stopped like partying. I was like, I don't want to do this no more. And I have to know that when I stop doing these things, all these people go away. All the people that were doing those things with me, they still do those things. And it's not wrong with that. That's just what I choose not to do anymore. But then we're not friends no more.
What about, are these my friends, or are they friends with what I can do for them?
Oh, that's a whole episode by itself. I've definitely experienced a lot of that. I even seen something yesterday that made me kind of realize that, Tab Brown was like, everybody ain't your friend. And I can't say I'm the biggest Tab Brown fan, but some of the shit she be saying be hitting. And that was one of them for me. It was like when I had Fiber Space, it was people I was seeing every week. We always, we got a partner, we got to collab, we got to collab more than collab could collab. And at the end of the day, the collaboration wasn't for me, it was for them, which is fine because that's what it was there to do. But then when I closed Fiber Space, I never heard from these people again. It's like, dang, I thought we was friends. Like, you ain't even ask why I closed the space. But, you know, at the end of the day, they needed space. They needed a place to do their thing. And that's what they were friends with. They weren't friends with me. Even though they, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to say it was pretend, because you build relationships with people for the thing that you want. I just maybe misread that, this person, you know, say they cool, they supporting this thing that I have, but not really. They're just here doing their own thing. Right? So definitely lots of that. And even in relationships, I've talked about this particular one before, but it was like one day I woke up like, what am I getting out of this? This is highly stressful for me. And I'm doing these things. And I don't mind doing these things. But at some point, this should at least be something that could be done back. Then if I had to take away the things that I was doing, then nothing was being done. So I was like, you know what? I'm out at 5,000, because who the hell gonna keep doing this shit? I'm very quick to leave some shit that I'm not with and that ain't with me. I recognize patterns very early, very easily, and will always adjust around that. So if I get to a point where it's like, yeah, this ain't hitting like it used to be, I'm out. I'm not the one that's gonna be like, oh, well, what if I just wait it out? Or because of the time spent, I don't want to waste the time. Baby, it ain't no waste of time, because I had a blast while I was here, but guess what? I'm not going to be here forever. Okay. I said I was going to stop talking about friends a long time ago. We done switched the card and everything. All right. Next selfie. Just kidding. There are words on these cards, I promise. They're in pencils so you can't see them. Oh, some of them. Hector made me write in pen. I like pencil. Our shout out of the week goes to my favorite podcast. I have really started listening to a couple of other podcasts, mostly for enjoyment, because I deserve to enjoy things. So the 3 that I'm listening to right now is Best Conversations, because I'm on half of them. And then I have this like fun thing, like how many times is Kayvon gonna talk about Jay-Z? So, or like who's he gonna compare Jay-Z to today? Like that's kind of the running thing. And how many times he's gonna try to get Rel to be in a relationship. That man's gonna fire Rel girl no matter what. So yes, y'all tune in to Best Conversations. Also filmed here at TFG Studios. They're my boys. Y'all can catch me over there sometimes. Sometimes the schedule allows. I get to chit chat over there with the bros. Then the next one is the Yappy Hour. The Yappy Hour was a I ain't gonna say a spinoff, but Shy Thug is the host of the Happy Hour. Hey, Shy. She's the host of the Yappy Hour, and she was on a podcast called High Maintenance, and that's why I started watching her with. And then she had branched out and got her own podcast called The Yappy Hour. So I be tuned in every Friday morning, early. She posts them shits early. I be like, all right, make coffee, watch shy. And I'm really enjoying it. I found myself at kind of a weird space because it's called The Yappy Hour, kind of like happy hour. And it's all into like beer. I mean, beer, not beer. Gosh, she don't have beer on there, but she has a lot of alcohol content. So I'm trying to figure out even like how I can rearrange some of the recipes that she has to fit my non-alcohol goals right now. So shout out to you, Shy. You a big inspiration to me. And when you leveled up Yappy Hour, I was like, oh, this is how we play it? Okay. Me too. Okay. So shout out to you. I love the Yappy Hour. Y'all go support the Yappy Hour and tune in because I be talking about all the things. Join me in the comments. Okay. She love a comment. And last but not least is the Darian LH show with Nicole Smith. Nicole Smith does a lot of work with emotional intelligence and extremely smart woman. I have really, really enjoyed listening to her content. She's very forward. She's not a sugarcoater. She's not mean by any mean. I don't like some people think, oh, they didn't sugarcoat it. Well, she just gonna tell it like it is. And I really, really love that. I've learned so much about her and her podcast and her family through her podcast. And she's someone that I kind of look up to. And it's like, I want to be like that in 5 years, in 10 years. You know what I mean? Because, we're close in age, but she's like maybe a step ahead of me. And I really love their content. And they go so good together, her and Darian on the podcast. And they have some really great content and like topics. So tune in to Darian LA Show here on YouTube. Who else? The Yappy Hour and Best Conversations. And of course, like, subscribe to your business, right? Chia. And those are our someone's special. And of course, TMG, I can't say enough how much I appreciate Cayenne and Hector. I tried so hard. Cayenne like pepper messed me up.
That's why I got 1,000 nicknames.
Cayenne. It's Cayenne. Spell it.
Kahyan. Yan. Cayenne.
Like Gohan.
Like Gohan. That was better because cayenne pepper got me fucked up. It's Cayenne.
But
like
it's
Gohan.
cayenne pepper.
I know. That's how I messed up. Call you Cayenne.
Yeah.
Cayenne.
Cayenne.
And Hector. Always a shout out for them. 10 times an episode, okay?
Appreciate it.
At least they're making me. No, just
blink twice if you in trouble.
right. I love me a good blink twice. No, I'm just joking. I'm not in any danger. If anybody in danger, it's them. But as we wind down, we're going to tend to that soul a little bit. We're going to think about some things that are positive after talking about leaving all your friends. Or it wasn't really leaving your friends. It's just really taking a good assessment of the people that you have in your life that you're able to pour into and that are pouring back into you. So we're speaking of pouring, don't pour from an empty cup. We have been saying this since season 1, and it's so cliche to say, but you have to put yourself first. You have to put yourself in. Anybody else gets the overflow. If your cup is full, you have the things that you need at all times to give to someone else. But if it gets low and it gets empty, you don't have it. And keep that in mind. Like, you are not being selfish by putting yourself first. You're actually doing more because the more full you are, the more you have to give others. And then Hector and I was talking about something. He was like, oh, this person came by and I didn't post it. I wasn't. Post that shit. That's our thing for the soul today. Is post that shit. Don't hold on to it. You're doing amazing things. And you're just sitting in your camera roll. You being so inspiring. How much stuff you got sitting in your camera roll that could benefit somebody else? Imagine if I never said anything about me quitting alcohol. Or talking about co-parenting. Like, imagine if I kept that stuff to myself. I mean, surely life would go on without me. I can't imagine, though. But share that thing. You don't go through those things just to hold on to them. You go through them to share them with other people. And you doing it. What do you mean this person was here and don't nobody know about it? What do you mean? Because if they was here, I bet you they told somebody. I done already told you. I ain't even met Rhapsody. And I was like, Rhapsody been here. I'm going to tell it. I'm I'm going to tell it. And then fuck it. What it look like? What we say last episode? Do it. Just do it. Just lock in and do it. Don't undermine yourself or hold shit back because you think, oh, it's not good enough. It was good enough for you when you did it. So who is anybody else to say that this not good enough for them? Hell with them people. Put out the things like, I don't sit here really. I mean, I enjoy that y'all watch it, but I like to yap, y'all. I like to blab. And I get tired of sitting in the house talking to my turtle and shit. So now I come and talk to Kayan and Hector and y'all. Because if not, I was going to lose my mind and then I was talking to my damn self. But ain't no such thing as imposter syndrome when you being yourself. Hey, we got somebody else in the party. I like that shirt. Dragon Ball Z in the building. We literally just mentioned Dragon Ball Z. We literally. Who's your favorite Dragon Ball Z character? Ooh, a man after my own heart. I love Vegeta. Vegeta's my favorite. And then Piccolo. Piccolo's right behind him. Okay. What about you, Kayan? Oh, yeah, I know you over Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I don't even know. I'll probably go with Piccolo.
Okay. Heck.
Gohan.
Next topic.
Before the nerf.
Before the nerf?
Team Gohan.
Oh. Team Gohan. The only time I like Gohan was when he was with Trunks. Like when him and
Trunks.
Trunks was that good. Yeah. He was, yeah, Goten. Krillin, little ass. He's such a good friend. Krillin was such a good friend. He was gonna hold them boys down, boy. It didn't matter how many times he died. He was holding them niggas down.
They gonna wish for me back.
Okay, period. These my niggas, I'm gonna be right back. Some of the ball.
In lieu of friendship, we need one of those.
Oh my God.
We need
Krillin. That's a good one. That we should have talked about that in the friends. Everybody need a friend like Krillin. Okay. Don't be a friend like Gohan and leave your child to be watched by somebody else for years while you play dead.
I think we got a Master
Goku did that, not Gohan.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
No, I said Gohan.
I know. I wasn't giving you shade. I was giving Goku shade because I actually hate Goku more than I hate Gohan. I don't really hate Gohan. I mean, Gohan is just not my favorite character, but the hate I have for Goku is insane. We had done the daddy issues. Once y'all see the daddy issues one, y'all will see why I hate Goku so much.
Goku.
Him and Chris Pratt. But yeah, we was wrapping this shit up. Got me worked into it. Talk about Goku and Vegeta now. Vegeta's that nigga now, okay? And that's another one I relate to. So I forgot about that. We were talking about people we related to, and I said Bones from the show Bones. But Vegeta is another one I think I can relate to. Like, I don't give a fuck. My country or nothing, bitch. Shut up. Yeah. All right, y'all. We wrapping this thing up. Anything else? Did I miss anything?
Nope.
I finally got how to say Kayan, right? And who was that? We had a whole new person come into the show.
Ralph.
That was Ralph. Wait a minute. Take your hat off.
no.
Oh, he catfished me.
He catfished me.
The one and only.
Well, hello.
No hatfish, no catfish. I'm the original, the OG, the one and only Ralph __hat. Follow me on all platforms. Check me out on YouTube at Hatley Hour.
Wait a
Shameless
minute.
plug.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, unlock the man.
Yeah, no, you good. No, we good. Definitely. I've been shouting y'all out the whole time. So definitely. Shout out to Ralph, my man with the hat. Y'all, we wrapping it up. Y'all like and share and subscribe so you can see me and more of the guys' shenanigans. And we'll see y'all next week. I'm outie.
What does it take to get over you? I'm gonna need me a raise. Why don't I clean up my life? I'ma need me a raise. So dirty. Rollie or two, yeah, rollie or two. With a couple of my birthday came out.
The lights got hot. I'm fading.
That was 37 minutes.
I was about to say 27. I was off by 10 minutes. I got carried away. Yapomatic.